To leave the God I live, seal it for the courts above. Come thou fount.
At the Kakalin restaurant at 8:30 a.m. February 10th, our ladies to go celebrate and worship Jesus. Going. My wife will be going. Maybe.
In heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue confess
In him alone. Cross. Greatest treasure, ransom paid at the cross. Redeemer, some thrown into a sea, the vilest, the poor. You may be seated.
Join with me looking at this. Much more bold, Lord, that every area and every part of our heart would be to be very helpful, and it would be a lot of fun if, like 10 years, I'm a servant. And he humbly comes and he approaches the church of the world, see the world, and understand the world. Oh. Or another example this morning would have been, as I was studying the passage this week and going through it this morning, a wonderful celebration of weddings and people coming, sucking the living life out of us. He says here, I want this state of sin and broken. 30, 33, 35 years, depends upon what you want to argue for, and he goes to the cross. Paul's going to talk about that little here in this letter. A man. In response to the depth of sorrow. It's only possible. And I'm not saying that's the standard. It changes everything. When we see the world that we want the gospel to advance in all areas, in all aspects, then when bad things happen, security detail in the world at that time. And they doing what God has called him to do. Like God put him on mission with the gospel of Jesus Christ. You know, I have this in Jesus Christ, and I'm a child of God here today. Could you, the Praetorian Guard, the brothers that are witnessing this are sitting around going, this should be the Praetorian Guard. The brothers that are witnessing this are sitting around going, this should be a really sad, devastating time for Paul, but instead people are coming to faith and enforce all the Old Testament law and ritual. But when we were just getting started, there's where the place where we gathered in, one of the deacons, we make life about other things, and we get in the way of that. We could shoot ourselves. Do not save you. Hear me. And Paul says, of jail cart. God is calling you out to follow him, love him, and serve him. And so this is the gospel message that we're calling us as a church body going to use this for your glory. And we practice something there that's missing. Now we rejoice because she's with Jesus, but it's still hard. Thank you for the gospel together. The Corinthian church had managed to turn into something for the purpose of God. This is...
How great the pain of Syria! Behold the man upon the cross. Sin anything.